Hello, my name is Gail Theme and I am the Director of Senior Services for the Wellesley Council on Aging. Day in and day out, the Council on Aging staff respond to questions about transportation for Wellesley seniors, and we are committed to giving seniors opportunities to continue with their lifestyles when they can no longer drive. We encourage seniors to utilize the many existing transportation options that are available. There are two transportation services available directly through the Wellesley Council on Aging that I would like to tell you about. Both of these services are intended to get seniors to places that they need and want to get to, whether it is a medical appointment, running errands, visiting with friends, or other social engagements. The first is the Wellesley Council on Aging bus service. For more than 15 years, the Council on Aging has enjoyed a partnership with M&L Transportation located in Woburn, Mass. M&L has a contract with the town of Wellesley for the purpose of providing transportation for Wellesley senior citizens. The Council on Aging bus service is an affordable way for seniors age 60 and over to get to any destination within Wellesley. The bus is wheelchair accessible. It also goes to destinations outside of Wellesley, which include the following: Newton Wellesley Hospital in Newton, Beth Israel Deaconess Hospital in Needham, the Metro West Medical Center in Natick, the Woodland T-Stop in Newton. On the last Thursday of every month, there is an opportunity for seniors to go on group shopping trips. These trips include the Natick Mall and the Sherwood Plaza in Natick, where the Christmas Tree Shop and other stores are located. The Council on Aging bus costs only $1 each way, $2 round trip. You must have tickets to use the bus, and tickets are $1 each. You may purchase as many or as few as you like. There are a few ways that people can obtain their bus tickets. You may come to the Council on Aging office Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. and buy them in person. The address is 219 Washington Street here in Wellesley. You can also send a check or money order made payable to the town of Wellesley, along with a stamped, self-addressed stamped envelope, and the staff will send your tickets by return mail, usually within 2 or 3 days. If those options are difficult for you, please call the Council on Aging at 781-235-3961, and we will make other arrangements with you so that you may get your tickets. So here's how the service works. The bus runs from Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. It is recommended that you would call at least 2 business days in advance to schedule a ride, though it really is best if you can give more notice because the bus sometimes books up quickly. The bus is occasionally able to accommodate last-minute requests if the schedule allows. Reservations can be made up to 1 month in advance. There is a designated telephone number to use when making your bus reservations. That number is 781-938-7841. When you are ready for your return home after your medical appointment or personal errands, simply call this number directly and you will be given an estimated pickup time for the driver to return and bring you home. Additionally, there is a free trip every single Wednesday morning to do grocery shopping at Roach Brothers or Whole Foods here in Wellesley. So this means no bus tickets are required. There is a limit of 7 bags of groceries per household. The bus service is funded by many sources such as the Council on Aging operating budget, a grant from the Massachusetts Executive Office of Elder Affairs, other grants, and private donations. Donations to help fund the bus service are gladly accepted and appreciated. If you wish to make a donation, please make checks payable to the town of Wellesley and indicate that the donation is specific to the Council on Aging bus service. Questions can be directed to me, Gail Theme, at 781-235-3961. The second transportation service that's available through the Wellesley Council on Aging is our Volunteer Drivers Program. This program was started in February of 2011 and has been fully funded by a grant from the Fund for Wellesley through June 30th of 2012. This program has been very successful and has seen growth each month. the town of Wellesley has recognized the need for the service to continue beyond the end of the grant funds, and so the program is now supported by the Council on Aging budget. To date, this program has provided more than 1,200 rides to 126 seniors here in Wellesley. There are 29 volunteer drivers who have driven more than 7,000 miles and who have given 695 hours of volunteer service to this program. Many seniors utilize both the bus service and the volunteer drivers program, and that's great. I actually really encourage that. For example, if you need to get to a medical appointment on a Wednesday and the bus is tied up with the grocery trip, you would want to consider putting a request in with the volunteer drivers program. Volunteer drivers are also available to provide rides to and from medical appointments. Rides are provided within Wellesley and neighboring communities, and the typical hours for rides are between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Exceptions are made for passengers needing rides to and from the Council on Aging, activities that fall outside the schedule, such as some of our day trips. Maybe you don't like to drive in inclement weather, or maybe you will need transportation when your car is in the shop. You just never know when you may need a way to get around. So the Council on Aging staff encourages you to become a registered passenger with our Volunteer Drivers Program. To do so, please call the Volunteer Drivers Program line at 508-479-9301 and talk with Lois Camberg, the program coordinator. You may also email Lois at drive, that's D-R-I-V-E, at wellesleyma.gov. We are actively recruiting volunteer drivers, and this is a very flexible and meaningful volunteer opportunity. So if you have some time to contribute and you like to drive, give a call and we'll give you more details about how to become a driver. There is no major commitment for driving. You simply drive when your schedule permits. Again, the phone number to call is 508-479-9301 or email drive@wellesleyma.gov. I have spoken about two specific transportation services that are, again, services provided directly by the Council on Aging. There are many other services available, and it can be very overwhelming to understand all of the options and to make the right decisions to best fit your transportation needs. The Council on Aging wanted to be able to help people feel less overwhelmed, feel good about making decisions, and accessing the various transportation options, and most importantly, become educated consumers. Through a grant from the Massachusetts Executive Office of Elder Affairs and Springwell, the Wellesley Council on Aging is pleased to offer residents the chance to do exactly this by participating in our Transportation Options Program. I will now turn the discussion over to Sandy Boris Berkowitz, our Transportation Options Coordinator, who will tell you more.
Gail, thank you for inviting me to speak about the Wellesley Council on Aging Transportation Options Project. My position as the Transportation Options Coordinator started in November 2011, funded by the Massachusetts Office of Elder Affairs and Springwell. The goal of the Transportation Options Project is to reach out to as many folks living in Wellesley so that they can become better educated on the various transportation options available to seniors and their caregivers. Whether you are still driving or no longer driving, there are a number of transportation options available. To date, over 300 seniors, caregivers, family members, professionals, and community members have learned about some options they never knew existed. Some folks tell me they are still driving and do not need to know about transportation options at this time. My response is, are you still driving at night or when it rains or snows? Have family members talked to you of their concerns of you still driving? Are your adult children and grandchildren suggesting you to stop driving? Seniors have expressed the concern of being stuck at home without a car and feeling a loss of independence, and now being dependent on family and friends for a ride. No more. There are transportation options for you if you live in Wellesley. Gail has already spoken in detail about the Council on Aging bus service and the Council on Aging Volunteer Drivers Program. Some other options include Busy Bee, which is available for medical appointments in Boston, Belmont, Brookline, Needham, Newton, Waltham, Watertown, and Weston. The Ride, a service of the MBTA. This service requires approval by application process, and passengers must be unable to use standard public transportation. They need assistance from curb to door and have a visual impairment or other disability. Vehicles are wheelchair accessible. This is a short sample of what transportation options are available. Please join me at the Wellesley Community Center, 219 Washington Street, on the following dates and times to learn more. Tuesday, July 24th at 10 a.m. with a barbecue to follow, or Tuesday, August 14th at 11:45. This will be a lunch and learn. You are welcome to register for lunch provided by the Council on Aging, or you may bring your own lunch, or just come and listen and learn. Please pre-register for the sessions by calling the Council on Aging at 781-235-3961. If you cannot make it on July 24th or August 14th, I am available to meet on another day and time. One-to-one, small group, large groups, social groups, temple and church groups, and/or family meetings. Call the COA to schedule a time. The number again is 781-235-3961. All transportation options discussed may not be a fit for everyone, but I do believe you will find the information useful and can pass it along to others. You owe it to yourself to be a better educated consumer. Looking forward to meeting you.